Across East Africa, beyond the wars, the carnage, the droughts, the famine, and beyond the diseases, poverty, and devastation, is a story not so told to Africans. A story filled with hope, poetry, most extraordinary music and dancing, theater, and so much joy. It has been going on for about 30 years, and yet most Africans not of the East have never heard about the African Children's Choir. Welcome back to Yawp Star. I'm your host Marcelle. Today I'm very excited to talk about something new, something joyful. Today we'll be talking about the African Children Choir. This amazing group of children with their enchanting and angelic voice have been shaking the worlds of theaters around the world. I mean, they've toured in places like London, Toronto. They've even been to the U.S. Global Leadership. And they've met Hillary Clinton. They won Grammys. They have showed up at American Idol. Just take a look at how extraordinary these children are. So you may be thinking, who are the African Children Choir? All of them have lost at least one or both parents, and they're from places like Uganda, Kenya, South Africa, Rwanda, Sudan, places that have been devastated by war. And when they're within this group, the African Children Choir, they have hope. They develop the talent, they get education, and you can see some success stories that come out of African Children Choir. Some of them become doctors, engineers, nurses, and they're able to really give back to their community. So you're thinking, how did all of this started? And it started 30 years ago in Uganda. This humanitarian named Ray Burnett gave a small boy a ride from his torn village to the safety of another. So on the way there, the small boy started to sing. And that really touched Ray Burnett's heart. And he said this, which I quote: "When I went back to Canada and people were not interested in Uganda, I remember this small boy. I knew that if only a group of these beautiful children could go to the West, people would be deeply moved and would certainly would want to help." And that's how African Children Choir started. So this guy had this idea of giving hope to those children to do better, to have a place to be safe, and also have an education. So if you're out there and you have an idea to give back, to give hope to children, or anything to give back to your community, get out there and make it happen. However small it may be, it can be a small drop of hope for a child out there or somebody who needs it. So I say, let's get out there and make whatever dream or idea you have in mind happen. You're watching Yawp Star, And I was your host, Marcelle. See you again for another topic, hopefully another joyful story.